And welcome back to Tight Sports, the Alabama football megacast. We're going to get right to it. Coach Deboer is going to come out here and give his thoughts. Of course, I will interject mine from time to time because, like I said, you should throw the press conferences up and walk away. But we clearly have issues. Are we what we saw 73-0, or are we what we saw tragically from the field in Tallahassee at Doak Walker Stadium? So I got questions. You got questions. We want to know what we're going to do to get ready for these Badgers. And let's get an update from Coach Deboer. As KRS-One said, in about 5 seconds, a professor will begin to speak. Go check that out, my philosophy.
All right, we'll have Coach make his opening statement and then take questions. Just leave your questions with your hands up. Whenever you're ready, Coach.
Yeah, you bet. Good morning. Just thought overall, guys did a good job of taking everything we worked on during the week, transferring the game plan over to the game, and I think the week in general they focused on us, focused on our preparation, the week 1 to week 2 improvements that you'd expect to have, that needed to have. They did a nice job, and that's across the board. And questions about Ty, and I'm sure on that. Your quarterback's always a main kind of a controller of that, and he did a nice job. The guys did a nice job at channeling the energy that needed to have happen throughout the week in the right things, just focused on the right areas, and so I thought they did a nice job there with that. So 3 takeaways. No turnovers. Love to see that. 2 of them were fumbles. Last year we got a lot of interceptions, and so love to see the aggression there, popping the ball loose, and those are things that get contagious. And I thought, talked to the team a lot about that and how that's got to carry over into this next week. But going to Wisconsin, and just a ton of respect for Coach Fickle. We got to move forward. We got to stack days. We got to continue to sustain the effort, sustain the energy, and continue to focus on our fundamentals. A lot of young guys got some experience that I think was really good. Guys are understanding their roles, and need to continue to move forward with that and have a big week here. Play again, Bryant-Denny Stadium. It was good to be at home. Guys really could feel the juice and the energy from the fans. And it helps when you make the plays to give them something to cheer about too. So just a lot of positives, and we got to keep it going.
Yeah, Coach, with you guys playing Austin in the second quarter for a series, it sounds like that's something you guys did at Fresno with Jake Haener. Just how did you see Jake respond to that, and maybe how are you hoping Ty does the same thing?
Yeah, it's something I've done a number of times over the years, going way back, but that's one of the more recent ones. And so, Jake bowed up. He bowed up, and thought Ty responded pretty well too, and it's one of those they kind of question probably at first why, but I think competition is just going to bring out the best in everyone. And I think that did that for Ty in his week of preparation. Obviously, it helps Austin, gives him some energy to really go out there, and we're looking at him. He got some quality snaps in the game, and across the board we did that. We do that at other positions and don't really think twice about it. We guys rotating in at defensive positions. We do that at the offensive line, receiver personnel groupings. We're doing a lot of that. So again, competition, helping bring out the best. And that's what Jake did, and I think that's what Ty did here this last week.
I agree totally with what Coach is saying. It's very clear from our season, even last year, this year, nobody really is guaranteed a position. Caden Proctor's had issues. Bray Hubbard this year has issues. And, you got to keep a fire lit under people. Everybody wants him to go out there and yell and cuss and fuss and all that kind of stuff. And, that's not what he does. Maybe some of the assistants do. But more than anything, if you are a starter today, right now, and you could be sitting on the bench of the third quarter from poor play, that's important too. Didn't happen so much with Bray Hubbard, but I'm sure he was rotated in and out during that game against FSU. At least he should have been. And several others. But I like that approach. I mean, everybody say, well, what is he doing to make him fire? That's what he's doing to fire people up. That's what he's doing to light a fire under people, including the quarterback. It's okay early in the season. I don't expect the quarterback to be rotated during LSU. hey, and if it does happen, you probably won't be able to fire me because I'll probably pass out somewhere. If I saw a quarterback being changed anywhere near that, really after game, it's just Georgia. I guess that's it. I mean, after this weekend, I would be shocked to see that.
I wanted to ask you about Lasser Brooks' play against ULM and just
thank you, bro.
Down the road, if he continues to emerge, would that compel you guys to maybe play Ryan a little bit more on the outside when he comes back like he was last year?
Yeah, I think that's certainly a really a valid question and, a thought process that we're going to continue to go through. Lottie's built up a lot of momentum. When I say Lottie, lots here, built up a lot of momentum here in the last 3 weeks to 4 weeks. He had a nice spring ball and made some plays on Saturday. And so, got some confidence in him. He made guys miss. He made big catches on third down. In the first game, he played with some aggression on some special teams plays that we were hoping for. And he came through. As far as how it affects everything, it adds him to the mix, which then moves people around. Doesn't mean you have to play everyone, in the same spot the whole game. I think Jern can play inside and outside. I think Ryan can play inside and outside. And so, we just got to always continue to be evaluating that throughout the season. And, different dynamics will change too that maybe are unknown right now, fortunate or unfortunate. So, Ryan's got that versatility. He's taken a number of snaps inside, but we know what he can do outside too. And so he made a lot of nice plays, as we all know, on the outside. So I thought Isaiah, Germ, I thought they did some nice things too. Rico did his thing both inside and outside.
Yes,
so
sir.
We got a lot of versatility with the guys. We just got to continue to hone in on how it all fits together.
I mean, Lasser Brooks, I told you he's going to be a game changer. I cannot say enough about that young man. I can see the potential in him. I'm just glad he did come to campus. And as soon as practices started for him, everybody just had one word: wow. And you can see it.
You had said last week that Jam could possibly play against Wisconsin. Just how is he progressing along, and also Ryan Williams and Jamarian Latham? Yeah,
we got a number of guys that are day to day, and he would certainly be one of them. We're optimistic that there could be a chance. I really don't think we'll know until we get in later in the week. You saw him in pregame. He was out there doing some things aggressively, trying to continue to push forward. You can see that with Jam. He's chomping at the bit. And we just got to make sure we're making a smart decision. But that will be left up to our training staff and our doctors, and also how Jam feels. And so he's making a lot of progress.
Don't go too fast.
Coach, I know pregame can be a little bit of a blur, but there was a moment between you and Tim Keenan that was shown on the broadcast. Can you share what TK said to you pregame, if you can, as well as what he means to the team and the staff?
When was that?
It was pregame, and he came up to you, and y'all both seemed very locked in.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he was hyping you up, telling you that he's got your back or whatever it was, but it seemed to have a little bit of an impact.
Yeah. Well, TK, I can say this: he really missed not being at the game in week 1, and he's a high energy guy. And I know that I really challenged him and told him we needed that for our team. And so it wouldn't surprise me that, we had that exchange and him bringing that energy, not just to our players, but our coaching staff, including me. So, I really appreciate, he's a captain. He's poured into this program a lot. I do remember now, it was on the sideline there, him standing right there right before kickoff. And so, that's TK. He loves this team, and he's been nothing but the high-end support and, giving everything you got, and that includes me, and, feel very supported by him for sure, to answer your question.
I have a lot of fraternity brothers that play big-time college football and in the NFL, and when they get really excited, I don't care if it's at a party, when they get crunk, like you get hyped, like, let's go do it, man. Let's get out here. Whether you about to do a step or whatever. You always worried about, like, I was worried about Coach Caleb Deboer. I thought he was going to just slap him in the chest while he was talking because he was very intense. I was worried. I thought he said, he's going to slap you in the chest. Cover your chest, coach, because I was in grad school around the D1 players. And I kind of like, because once you get hit one time in the chest, just because they be excited, man, but they heavy-handed. So I thought Tim Keenan was going to give him one. But he relented.
Hey, Kalen, I'm curious about whether it's you, whether it's your assistant coaches, how you guys approach, say, penalty prevention over the course in practices and encouraging your guys to do that. And are you satisfied with kind of the, how your players, penalty totals over the past few games, and how do you guys handle that?
Yeah, there's different. Each side of the ball has their own ways. The foolish ones are the ones you really address, and so the takes no talent ones, and there's consequences for every one of them, and as far as how it's gone into the games, we came back. I thought we had some aggressive penalties, some unfortunate situations, I thought, in the game, but it is what it is, and we can't live in the gray area, and that's what we've emphasized all year.
What it is.
The targeting, we got to lower our center of gravity. We got to do a better job and play through the ball carrier with a lower target. Can't launch ourselves, helmet first, and that's the rules of the game. We got to be better, and that's a fundamental thing. We continue to stress, but I thought we made, again, good steps in the foolish penalty area, the mental mistakes and things like that. I thought we were, played aggressive, played through people. I'm thinking of Germs in particular, that got called back, and just got to always keep learning. And our guys, believe me, they don't want to have penalties, and I think that their discipline and what they do off the field does carry over, and I think they do a good job, and it's just going to be a matter of time where they get comfortable out there, and we can continue to show that it matters to us.
Real quick, if anybody that's watching this, if you know what the penalty is for at the University of Alabama for, holding penalties or multiple holding penalties, put it in the chat. Let me know what they do. And I just want to remind you also, please like and subscribe to this channel, share it with your friends and the rest of the people in the Alabama Nation, or just share it with the reasonable college football fans. We try to have a good time over here, nothing crazy. And remember also on Tuesday, 7 p.m., Thursday, sometime between 5 and 7, join me for Around the Herd where I go live and I talk about the greatest college football dynasty the world has ever seen. All right, and please hit the like button.
Hey, Coach, what have you seen from Wisconsin so far this year? What kind of challenges might they present? And how much do you look at that game last year where you guys fared pretty well?
Yeah, we'll certainly look at that. I think there's a little more carryover with their defense just because of the same coordinator. And so, you're going to get a physical team, typical Wisconsin, a lot of pride in who they are, what their identity is. And that showed up in the first two games. Very, very, when it comes to run game, very, just kind of rock solid, keeping things under wraps. I think it's 60 to 70 yards total in rushing over two games. They do what they do, and they're going to do it with great technique in all ways. And, balanced offense, I think, with the run game really setting up the play action, the shots. You're going to try to get your free access throws, get the ball out to receivers when you have to load the box. And so, there's some great fundamental things that they do. And we got to match the physicality with great effort, do a good job of getting ball carriers down, getting them into situations. I think just the name of the game would always be to put teams in down at distances they don't want to be in, make them uncomfortable, and you can pin your ears back and get after the quarterback.
I know that's right.
Coach, just how would you evaluate the offensive line that you saw on Saturday? And Coach Grubb was just in here saying that Michael Carroll is kind of in a competition with the right tackle, but at the right tackle position. How do you see that Michael Carroll played this Saturday?
Yeah, I love the way he plays. He plays hard. He plays really hard, and he, along with, we talk about lots here, and we play a lot of freshmen, play a lot of young guys in a lot of different areas, special teams and offense, defense. And I think he was one of those guys that, again, is taking those steps. Did a nice job, got his first real action at the college level. And so, again, just like we talked about the quarterback, the competition just helps everyone. It helps Michael, and his motivation to continue to get better every single day, be his best. It helps Wilkin, at guard, we had guys rotating in as well between Jaden and Gino. Across the board, a guy sends a message that we're going to keep trying to find the guys who really give us the best chance to win.
Let's go.
You bet.
And there you have it, folks. Real easy, good review of where we are. Like I said, we got about 7 or 8 linemen we can rotate with. Coach Grubb has done a good job of mixing those guys in. I just hope we can keep our foot on the throttle, do what we do, and be very physical. This is going to be the test. They're going to be physical as they can, as Wisconsin always has been. But the question is, can we dominate a physical team? We got to check these little boxes every week. Obviously, before you get to the physicality of the FSU game, you're talking about the mentality. The mentality was off. I don't know why. And the physicality was absent. So the energy, physicality, everything came back last week, but they have to maintain it there and take it higher with the teams going forward. So I look forward to seeing it on Saturday. And remember, you can join me right at the end of the third quarter. I'll be going live so we can look over the game, see where we're on the stats, cheer. Hopefully don't have much to complain about. We will have a little commentary and critique things as they happen. But please join me. I will go live, like I said, I think I have to play it by ear. But somewhere between halfway through the third quarter, but definitely before the fourth, I will go live. If you want to chime in with anything, please join me. And that's about it for this video. And always remember, roll, tide, roll.